welcome to another exciting episode of the Joli Star Regime. We have a new technology, advanced shields, and investigating next. Let's see what we're going to investigate next. Rare technology, 14 months, synchronized defenses. That'll boost our fire rate of our spaceports by 25%, which would be pretty nice. Or should we go do UV lasers, or should we go with physics lab? I want to go with this, but I feel like I don't know. I usually use those modules for something else, and I don't really want to waste a module on defense, a defense thing here. Synchronized defenses. It's just doesn't really work for me. It's rare tech, and I'd love to have it, but it's just I don't know. This just doesn't feel like I would really use that. So I'm gonna go with UV lasers instead. I'm not gonna use that much myself, but it'll be better. So go with. Because I would never use this module. I don't. Now, if it came under defense, if it came under attack, I would probably. But let's see. It would take 180 months. I'm sorry, 180 days to even install that. Yeah, I'd rather work on. Okay, so I'm just gonna get past that. Just go with lasers. I almost want to say physics lab. Let's go with physics lab because I need more physics. This is 73. This is great, but I can go with that. I'm not gonna cap all lasers because I really don't need to. I'm just gonna. I want to bump up physics so I can get some more. Power 2 is almost finished being colonized. Minerjon almost has its first. Okay, Minerjon pop. Okay, that's good. So I can build a mining network right here. And I've decided this livestock planet. Livestock, these guys aren't really doing anything. And I'm not sure if the culture shock is what caused them to not
System survey complete.
When I changed them into cyborgs, and I didn't realize I was changing them into cyborgs in the first place. I didn't realize I was doing that, but when I did that, it changed them from being livestock to being just standard slaves. And so I'm just gonna see something because see it's not even allowing me to make these guys. I'm just gonna check something. I'm gonna see if it's just this species because I can't even colonize it. I can't put them on a colony ship, which is a problem. Where's my supremacy one? I gotcha. So spaceport, I usually when you colonize it, that's interesting. I'm just gonna try something here because supremacy again. Is there? This is a. Oh, by the way, we have a plus 20% to our colonization, to our habitability, because of the fact that we're cyborgs. So we can colonize any continental realm 100%, and now even the tropical worlds are now 80% instead of the 60% that they were. So it's a lot of this is going to be green now. A lot of it's going to be really easy for us to colonize compared to what it was before. But I'm just going to try to colonize this planet. I'm just going to go with supremacy. I guess for reasons I can't. What other? I could have sworn I gave them. I'm just going to close this. I could have sworn I gave them the right to.
A new conflict has erupted.
I'm just pause this and figure out what the conflict is. But they have oh, colonization is forbidden. Okay, colonization is allowed. All right, let's see how that changes. All right, so now supremacy. Nope, no, I'm gonna go to here. Let's see. Where's the tropical world? There we go. So colonize and say supremacy. Ah, okay, now that's showing up. Okay, that's good. What about this? See, livestock, for some reason my livestock isn't showing up. But they're not restricted. They're not restricted at all. Colonization rights, what? Colonization allowed. Okay, it changed their rights. So now, here's what I'm gonna do. That pop wasn't growing on one planet, so I'm gonna colonize this other planet in the same system. Let's see, so livestock is in Subtranus. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to colonize this other world. With livestock. See, for some reason the other species isn't showing up. So I'm not sure what's going on with this species. But they got some problems. And I'm gonna have to destroy them. And I figure if I destroy them, it might not even matter because they're not doing anything. They can't. I'm just gonna make them I'm gonna make them livestock again. I might have to purge them. I really might, because that's the only thing I can think of to resolve this issue. And just keep those droids on those planets. Because if I can't put them, I'm gonna try to relocate them. I can't relocate them onto a planet that they can't live on. Try that anyway. I'm just gonna try it just to see if they actually. What planet is this? This is a tundra world, so they can actually survive on a tundra world. So let me see if I can resettle them onto the Energon world. Apparently I can. I can resettle them for the cost of 25 influence. It used to be a lot more than that, so kudos. I'm really glad that that's actually cheaper now than it was before. Now, will resettling it cause it to grow or not grow? Let's just resettle up. Great.
System survey complete.
Well, it doesn't do anything because they're still not growing for some reason. Huh. You know what I just noticed? What I just realized is, the guys, my Democratic Worksy state over here is at war with these guys again. That's that. I'm just gonna upgrade these mining stations, mining networks, I mean. And build another farm right here. Yeah, sure, why not? What I'll have to do, I guess. let's just do multiple. So this is going to be a mining planet. That's just what's been decided. I've decided I'm just going to do is make this a mining planet, and that'll be the end of that. I'm going to resettle again. I'm going to put the Energon 1, there we go. I'm going to put this guy back over here because I'm not going to burden them with that pathetic species. And then I'm going to rechange this. This isn't going to be livestock one anymore. It's going to be Energon. Oops. Energon 1. There we go. And these guys, I don't want to purge them, but I have to purge them because they're no use to us right now. How will I do that though? I just you know what? They're there. I don't see any point in purging them. So I'll just the population controls. I'll just take them back to being livestock. And who knows? Maybe over some time, maybe once the culture shock goes away, they'll be of some use to us. But anyway, this episode, I am actually going to war with the Queptilium because they are inferior to us in naval capacity. And what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to stop dragging my feet, and I'm going to make them I'm going to go to war with these guys. Pause. And I'll make them. Let's see. What am I going to do? Do I cleanse or do I liberate? What do I do? I could make them a vassal, but it's cheaper for me if I cede the worlds. So we're going to go to. And we're going to seed world. I'm not going to cleanse because cleanse is it pretty much means I would be destroying everyone on the planet. Golden flower, we're going to seed this world. I'm not going to liberate. Let's see. Atlas. We're going to seed that world. We're gonna seed. There's 2 worlds. Nice. I think that leaves 1 more world, and that is. There we go. This one. Boop. That there will be no more. And then I will do nothing with these guys just yet. chances are what I'll do is I'll seed the planets, and then we'll just make them. We'll make them. We'll make them slaves. It's the only thing I can really think of, because we can't make them residents. No, I guess we could make them residents, but if they're residents, then they'll they're egalitarians. Being egalitarians, they're going to cause problems, and we don't want problems like that. The kind of problems that they're going to cause. And they live on the kind of worlds they live on are no use to us, so we really can't colonize their planets. So we just have to wipe them out. Well, it's not really wipe them out. We just have to use them. So we'll just kind of enslave them and get what unity we can from their planets. So we're going to war with them. And confirm.
At last, to war.
At last, to war. And so with that said, we'll get our fleets moving. And we're going to, first I'm going to send this battleship. That's a little consequence to us. Actually, no, I'm going to send a construction ship. The great thing about construction ships is they only cost about 100 minerals. No, stop. Son of a gun. I could have sworn I clicked the sim location. You, go right here. Why are they sending one like... How are they sending one way over there?
Construction complete.
And they're like, but, well, why? Well, you've been hostile towards us for quite some time. You're at negative 513. You're our rivals. You're right next door to us.
We are tracking an enemy fleet. Initiating tactical.
Hold on, let's see what's going on here. They've got a fleet of 3,866. Ho, this is interesting to see what they're going to do here. Which reminds me, what's this? Entering orbit of Som. What is Som? Where's Som? What? Oh, that's right, the hyperdrive lane. Okay, they have to go this way. So they're going to Atlas. I'm going to meet them at Atlas. That's how my fleet rolls. We're going to meet them in Atlas. Get over there.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Because these guys are hyperdrive travelers. So it's 5 days. 1, 2.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
Alright, so we got power 2. I'm just gonna build a spaceport right here. And still missiles. Well, no lasers. Because eventually they're gonna have point defense at some point. Hold on a second. Joli, our slaves? How is that possible? I can't believe this. How do we enslave our primary species? Assimilation. just colonized a new planet, and our own people are. Oh, this is so silly. All right.
System survey complete.
So we've got
Our construction ship has been ambushed.
our
Battle
construction
is
ship.
joined.
There we go. So we have decimated that military station in a very short bit of time. Look at all those missiles. Alright. Ships lost. 1. So I lost a construction ship. I'm boohooing all the way to the nowhere. Construction ship. Boom, track lock. I was gonna build 2. I was gonna build 1. I don't need to. I'm gonna build 2. But we are taking out this, and I'm going to send my. I'm just gonna very quickly pause this for a second because I gotta upgrade these to. I've got to 1 by 1 upgrade them because this is how it's designed. Almost there. Let's see. Almost there, and they're all equipped. Great. So look at all these guys are ridiculously rank experience. Awesome, exactly what I need. So I'm gonna take these guys, embark them, take these guys, embark them, and we have 2 fleets with plenty of our soldiers equipped and ready, and assign leader. Let's recruit a general to invade. I'm just gonna army damage plus 5%, that's even better. What is this? Morale plus 25%. Ooh, I like that. But before I do this, let's see. Army morale on defense. That's not really about defense, we're attacking. So army morale charismatic, I like this. 62. Ooh, that's expensive. But let's go with it. We've got let's get going. And let's just take a quick gander at Atlas since we're in that system to see what kind of defenses they have as far as armies. They have that, so we're gonna send all these guys to this planet. There we go. Let's take that planet. Do I have a wormhole station in that system? Yes, I do. Great. Uh-oh, I've got some society research that I gotta do. Gene clinic, or it's sector systems. It's always good to have an extra sector system under our control. So I'm gonna go with that.
Construction complete.
That way I can have 7, and then I'm gonna colonize the continental world right here. Ooh, look at all those tile blockers that I can clear. That'll give me this whole planet to work with. I'm going to get rid of these volcanoes and these toxic kelp. Wonderful. Let's just clear all this out.
System survey complete.
Alright, now I've got a construction chip that's got to do something. So I'm gonna have him build a there we go, wormhole station right here. I'm gonna send these here to oh, they're attacking a science ship. Well, we know what's gonna happen there. It's gonna be pretty short. But look at this fleet. I just want to say, look at this fleet. Okay, they already escaped or blew up. Look at this fleet force right here. That is such a cool looking fleet, isn't it? Look at those cruisers. Look at those lightings. This is such a cool mod right here. They look so neat. Alright. Let's make sure that we're bombarding at full bombardment. There we go.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
What happened?
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Breakthrough battleship. That's exactly what I was hoping for. 85 months remaining until we get battleships. That's the one thing I want. Battleships. Power. What are we? Hold on a second. They're Joli. They're not. How do I? This is kind of strange, because how are we making our own people slaves? They should have all the same traits as us now. Oh well, I'm gonna make them residents. Because they're, no. Decent living. No, actually social welfare. Yeah, because they're classics. They're originals. Military service. Oh, whatever. I want to keep them happy. Migration controls enabled. No migration controls. Oh, they're my people. Actually, I'm gonna do. I already changed. I can't change that. These are forbidden. Maybe I did that wrong. I don't know. There are people though. This is such a silly thing right here. It should have automatically recognized that they were the same species. They're the same species as us. They're just everything's the same. They're just this is so stupid. Are they seriously being forced to move away? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen right now. I can't believe this. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this right now. What? They left? One of them already left. Oh, I'm gonna lose this planet right now. Oh, goodness, sweet mercy. Oh no. I've got to act quick here, and put a, Bill Pop Energon, because I just colonized this planet, and I'm already about to lose it, because of stupidity. With this, start building pops, start growing pops. Anyway, that's a serious flaw in this game. That's a serious flaw.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations. Which station is that? Oh, I see. They jumped into the system and they're gonna get blown up. Alright, but anyway, I'm just not gonna worry about this because this is obviously stupid, and I'm not gonna deal with it right now. Land armies. Alright. We're going to running station build costs minus that.
Construction complete.
Or an edict, which is going to cost me influence. I don't want to give away right now. Let's gonna go with this. How are we gonna take this planet with these? Wow, we rushed that.
Our warriors are victorious. Enemy planet conquered.
Significantly powerful fleets. I mean, that's our armies crushed that pretty quickly. I'm actually kind of shocked by how quickly our armies took down that.
Construction complete.
Okay. All right then. Let's
System survey complete.
Alright, so let's just gonna move this fleet to let's go to this planet. Let's take these two planets. Looks like they've got a frontier of FTL trap right there. So we'll wait for that to be blown up before we decide to proceed with sending our fleet, our transports, or any construction ships for that matter, because that didn't go very well last time that did it. I can't believe this. Yeah. This is just so ridiculous. So we jumped into this system and we're blowing away their spaceports. Alright. Well, we took out their 2 military stations. And now we're gonna
System survey complete.
I tell you, this is going rather efficiently.
We are tracking an enemy fleet.
So where's the enemy fleet that we're tracking? Oh, that's a construction ship. No. Okay, this is the enemy fleet. Following Burgeoning Bouquet. Okay.
Initiating tactical retreat. We are tracking an enemy fleet. The cowards have destroyed one of our wormhole stations.
Which wormhole station did they destroy? Oh, they jumped into our home system. Look at that. That is bold. They destroyed one of our wormhole stations. That sucks. So build a wormhole station right here. There we go. That's important. And you stop crying like a little talk. And build a wormhole station right here because we need to make sure we have...
Initiating tactical retreat.
Both of them are initiating tactical retreats.
Construction complete.
Stop running, dude. There we go. Alright, so they are... I guess they're trying to merge with these guys. That's not good, actually, because they're kind of combining forces. What's this planet like? How many forces do they have at their disposal? Okay. Well, we're gonna very quickly take out this. I'm just gonna enter orbit very quickly. And what are we doing here? Do I have time to face them before those other guys get here? I don't think I do. But let me see. What kind of method of travel do these guys have? They have hyperdrive as well. Hyperdrive 2. So they're going to jump into the system pretty quickly and be with them. Alright, this is going to be a little bit of a fight. What kind of fleet arrangement do they have? They have destroyers, but they have mostly corvettes. They have a lot of corvettes at their disposal. Yeah, let's just get in range. I lost a, I think I lost a, what did I lose? I think I lost a single massacre class ship. I think I did. So I'm going to build one to make up for that little loss there. Boop. And we tear them a new one. Let's see, have we destroyed anything yet? That's a size, that's about 17 energy credits. That's a lot of energy credits. The Cavera. Oh, they must have colonized the
System survey complete.
We got 11 cruisers, 12 destroyers, 16 corvettes in this one little fleet here. Huh, it's really interesting how I have a larger fleet power. It must be the tech that I have. It must be the fact that I have. Are they trying to take this back? Land armies, obviously, very important. Having that general definitely
initiating ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
Wow, look at this victory is so quick. Look at this. Their damage. Wow, I am blowing through these guys so quickly with this having a general and having this wow.
Our warriors are victorious.
Right. I mean, we are crushing them pretty quick. One of their farms has been ruined. I wonder if they did that or if I did that. Into orbit.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Transports in orbit, and we are, yeah, we're just gonna land armies. Yeah, that's good. This is gonna be even faster than the last one.
Initiating ground assault.
Crushing that. Our forces are just not even comparable to these guys. We have the strongest armies. With like our army's damage is plus 150%.
Our warriors are victorious. And
we got another planet. That's that. Our warriors are victorious. Armies, embargo, great. And let me just pretty quickly. Where's our? We needed a. We actually needed someone to build something there. So I've got 3 wormhole stations in our home system now. I'm gonna build a. I guess we're gonna have to build a wormhole station somewhere close to here, or just in here, because no, we'll just jump. We'll just jump, and we're gonna jump into their home system because they left it unguarded. So they're going to this system, we're going to jump into that system. Now we're going to merge. So you're gonna follow them.
System survey complete.
Let's see. So we've already got half of our war score succeeded. So we're going to take both of those systems. I can always force those demands and just take those two systems, and then just make them livestock. So we have. So they have their FTL trap right there, but we just pretty much kind of blew through that pretty quickly. And aggressive trait, excellent. That's exactly the kind of trait we need for our admiral. I noticed most of my admirals are females. Blow away the transports. Firing our missiles, just blast them away.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Scientific breakthrough achieved. Actually, physics lab 2. Wormhole generation or plasma cannons. Ooh, as much as I want to get the plasma cannons, I need to get my wormhole 3. This is kind of a necessary. This is absolutely necessary. This is wormhole. I think this is wormhole 3. I think I have wormhole 2 right now. So. This is like final tier stuff right here. That's where do you think you're going? It's like why are my scientists not scientists, but why are my fleets going way over there when the planet's right here? Let's hit their whole planet again. There. See, one thing I would like is if I could get these fleet ships after I seed all the worlds. I wish I could get this, get the planets, the ships that they left over, and just kind of resurface them to be our ships. That'd be kind of nice, but you can only vassalize someone and get their ships.
System survey complete.
I'm going to send my construction ship to build a wormhole station right here. Then I'm going to send my transport ships to land armies. Is that a direct shot or is that like a jump shot? That's a direct shot. So 17 days. Alright, so they're there, ready to take that planet. It's kind of interesting. I wonder how they became inferior to us. But we're like 10.2k right now. That is interesting. So having taken these guys out for the most part, it'll be interesting going up against the Chindrakian Empire next time around. So now we're taking this planet, and let's see how their armies do against ours. Again, their damage is
initiating ground assault.
Whereas our fleets are, I mean, our armies are trained for, let's see,
Our warriors are victorious. Enemy planet conquered.
Enemy planet conquered. And we are just about ready to, oh yeah, enemy fleet, gotcha. So let's take this armies and embark. And you know, one thing I am gonna do is very carefully. I'm gonna very carefully choose their because they're gonna surrender pretty soon, and before they surrender unconditionally, I want to have their rights in the right spot. So, where they're not gonna be undesirables, they're not gonna be. Well, let me check something. The Joli are they still being assimilated? Okay, anyway. So these guys set rights. If I keep them undesirable, so they're gonna be eaten. So I will assimilate them. Processing resources. Now I'm gonna make them slaves, maybe. And that's why I can keep them in our core system. Actually, I'd like to keep them in our core systems. Problem is, if they're not slaves, if they're residents, they're going to have the right to set up factions. And I don't want any factions besides my 2 factions here. So they're going to be slaves. And what kind of slaves are going to be is the question. Are they going to be domestic? Are they going to be battle thralls? Lesser penalty to energy and research. Increase the happiness of free paps, but are less productive. I will go chattel slavery. How about that? I can always change that later. I might just make all of them food, and then I won't have to worry about any food on any of my planets for the rest of the campaign. How about that? Because if I have 5 or 6. If I have 6 planets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because there are 2 in here. If I have 6 planets with livestock, then I won't have to worry about, and this is going to be a sector by itself. I have like androids that droids that can take care of the unity and all that stuff. I realize that if I have it that way, I won't have to worry about food on any of my other planets, and I can turn this power planet into strictly power. I can. By the way, this is still ridiculous. Joli. Joli. Oh, okay. Not sure what's going on with this. Buddy change. I'm just not sure what's going on with this guy. He's an immigrant. Okay, he must have just immigrated over. So this guy's leaving. Alright, well, I don't have to worry about this guy anymore. But whatever. Anyway, they're gonna be slaves, so they start off under our control. And let's just keep moving. Keep moving. Get over here, so that when that wormhole station is finished being built, we can go on to our next target. Because he's 92% done. Okay, in that case, I might as well just set a course for boss.
Construction complete.
There we go. Construction complete. Will now guarantee the independence of Queptilium Assembly. A bit too late. Cooperative cooperative. They're a bit late on that. They're way too late. What are they? Equivalent to us? Whatever. Are they still our defense pack, guys? They still have a defense pack with us. Wait a second. What? They're hostile towards us? When did they cancel our defense pack? Okay, I guess at some point. Oh, we still have our defense pack with the Great Yapathi Empire. But I didn't realize that the Horan had at some point. They must have stopped being our. They must have ended the defense pact at some point after we went to war with these guys. Man, 1 minute you're friends, next minute they're attacking you. It is never not really attacking you, but the next minute they're your rivals. You never really know what's gonna happen. Not my rivals yet, but I mean, they're hostile towards us. That's not nice. We have mutual rivals. So they rival them, and they rival them. And they rival the cooperative of Juvan. Do we rival the cooperative of Juvan? We don't rival the cooperative. I'm gonna rival these guys. I can't rival them, I guess. I don't have enough rivalry left. I'm just gonna send them over that way. By the time they get over there, it'll be time to drop your the fleets anyway. Drop the armies. Wow. I have completely lost it here. Clearly I've lost it completely because it's so late. And I have actually not set the timer. That's why it's so late. I have no idea what time it is because it's not set. But I'm assuming that once this war is over, this episode's gonna end. And his wars are going to be over a lot sooner than you would think. I just hope that the Haran don't go.
Construction complete.
I hope they maintain their cool. Thing is, that if they do have an issue with us, they have an issue with them too. So I think they're not going to have any issues with us for a while because of the fact that we're equivalent. Both the Great Yapathi Empire and us are equivalent, and we have a defense pact, so if they want to go up against us, they have to go up against their ally here, and I don't think they want to do that. Let me just check the Pina map. They don't like us very much. Oh, our opinion of the Haran is -31 because they broke the defense pact. And border friction. These guys like them. And okay, so they like them. So they won't go to war with us because yeah, they're the only ones that like us.
Initiating ground assault.
That's okay. We don't need them to like us. The most important thing is that we like us.
Our warriors are victorious. Enemy planet conquered.
Wonderful, enemy planet conquered. One more planet to conquer. I'm not even gonna bother with the wormhole station. Let's just jump in there when we get a chance to. Start it. There you go. There's a transport ship right there, and a transport ship right here. They're not too happy, but
system survey complete.
How far are we away from that +1 core system sectors? Okay, core sector systems. I generally, I seem to reverse that lately, but it is what it is. Let's see. So both of these fleets are in this system here, and they're just kind of sitting there. I feel like this, the Queptiliums, their fleet power is just getting lower and lower and lower, though. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, they split their fleet. They're all corvettes now. Where'd their other ships go? Looks like they divided their fleet.
Our enemies hurl themselves at one of our planets.
What? Oh, they're trying to fight the garrisons. That's funny. This is interesting. Why are they doing this? Because just by being... I am so confused right now. That they would drop those two armies. And there's like full fortifications. I've never seen that happen before. This is the first time I've ever seen armies just fall. Just land, even with...
Our warriors have crushed the enemy ground invasion.
Huh, I guess this was like their last chance though. This is strange. Well, work off. And let's land our armies. This is the last system, and we'll have taken all their systems, and that war will be complete. That war didn't quite. I was shaking my boots against these guys, and this whole time, I guess I was able to. Something's weird. Something strange is going on with this. I can't describe it, but their fleets are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So where are the ships going? But it's time to also change the name of our empire to the Joli-Star Empire instead of the regime, because we have taken this. Oops, my bad. I sent them to the wrong. Okay, never mind. They're jumping into the right system. Okay, I was concerned for a moment there. I was like, wait a second, that's not right. Sign ship, exploration. All this debris. No one to research it. Research projects. Research projects. Research projects. Research projects. I'm just doing the old control shift thing. Great.
Initiating ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
Sending my construction ship to build a wormhole station right here, so I can start to survey all this territory as well. Now, I think relations
All warriors are victorious.
My relations with them is going to get worse, actually. I realize, because we're going to have -25 now, because they were rivals against these guys. We're not going to have mutual rivals with these guys anymore. I mean, we're not going to have mutual rivals, except for this is our only mutual rival. And we have 100%. So pause. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I was supposed to pause. I unpaused it. End of the Queptilium Assembly. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Queptilium Assembly, has been destroyed by its enemies. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. We have been forced to end this conflict to spare innocent lives, but continue on this path and we will unite the galaxy against you. You mean you've been crushed and there's nothing you can do about it. Now look at that. Star Empire has grown. That's quite an impressive display there, isn't it? So now we actually kind of almost rival these guys in colonies a little bit. Let's see. Naval capacity is equivalent. That's let's see, 86 months. So let's see what we have, what we're dealing with here. we've got the Ukraine, so we got this. And what are they doing? Enslaved. Efficient planetary management, of course. What are you? Oh, okay. Thrifty? Kavira? Alright, you species. I'm going to make you a different kind of slave. I'm going to make you battle thralls. Alright. And that makes you this. Now, of course I have to put them in their own sector. What is this? Unrest? How could that be? How could there be such a thing as unrest when you were so happy to be part of our species, part of our empire? You were just jumping up with joy, people. You were jumping up with joy. You know it. So unrest is actually reducing the productivity. So we're going to build on each of these worlds. We're going to build a slave processing facility. So they go on that one, this one. Our Jolie, our poor Jolie. I feel so sorry, because they should not be doing that to them. Sweet mercy. Processing facility. You are not being. Man, they're just having a rough time. Really, they are. Okay, this forced migration. I hate the fact that these guys got forced to migrate. This is the dumbest thing. Again, I just don't get it. But nevertheless, build. You will be in charge of this. I'm gonna put the these forced to relocate Jolie in charge of charge of this. And that's that. That's the end of that. Everything's been okay. I'm just gonna replace you. Let's just demolish. Let's replace. How about that? And we're also gonna have to build right in this planet, because this one's everything's already there. Okay. Replace that with a facility. There we go. Wonderful. So we've got all these guys in this tundra worlds. We're gonna build the I don't know what to do about the army situation, but let's just do we've got robot defense armies. They have no military service, so we're gonna change that. Can only produce armies. There we go. Yes. Why not? That way, we can have them police themselves. Ooh, nice. Mineral processing, mining, network, and mining, network. Actually, let's cancel that. Wait for them to actually be fully developed before I do that. We've got our Minogions. I'm excited about the Minogion. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, gotta get those Unity bits there. I think there's one thing I have to worry about too is I've gotta get some. Gotta repair this. Boop. And what else are we repairing? This guy's gonna go down here. There we go. Gotta get that Unity. At least until my unit go pop. My unit guy will be. Actually, think about it. I'm concerned about my Unigons because they're going to be in a sector. Not going to really be able to control where they go. Well, I'll put them right there. They'll put him somewhere where he's useful. In fact, in second thought, I'll just cancel this. I'll just cancel this construction. So I'm going to create 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do 10 on each of these worlds. Except for this one where I'm going to Virgo. There we go. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, actually, hold on. If I can create Jolie, that's even better. What? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's get those Jolie armies on there. How about this one? Can you turn Jolie? Okay. Jolie are the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously, we're the best. There we go. So I'm going to build all these defense armies. Look at this robotic defense army. Interesting. What's the maintenance cost? It's actually not too much of a difference, really. Moral damage. Okay, yeah, this interesting. They do more damage though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll build those. I think that's one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, so give it some time and they'll be able to police themselves. Last but not least, building a sector. Golden Flower. Isn't a bad name for a sector. Go. This is just. I call this sector. Just. I'm not really sure what's all over here, but. Actually, when I think about it. I'm gonna have to detach these. Okay, it doesn't cost us anything anymore to detach these. This is good because I really don't need all of that to be part of this sector. Just this core. And let's see how much of let's see what this sector looks like. Not producing enough energy, so they do need a little bit more energy. So where will I grab that from? They'll sort it out. Excellent. Well, yeah, this is going to be in this episode. Happy to say we have succeeded crushing our enemies and breaking the spirits. We have succeeded in rename this. What are we gonna call this? Supremacy 1. I'm gonna call it Supremacy Beta. Because we have succeeded in proving that we are superior to them. We need someone to lead this sector. Army build cost, no. Army veteran, army cost with 10%. That's nice. Clear tile blocker, no. Intellectual, no. Huh. Actually, this works, I guess. He'll build the armies faster, that's necessary. What we need, let's just get all that we can get out of these guys. They're costing us food. Actually, well, once we this thing, it'll figure out how to shift these guys around. So that's -1, +9. Okay, probably I'm gonna have to add those. That might put them back in the positive. what is all this? Entering into a non-aggression pack, non-aggression pack, non-aggression pack, non-aggression pack. And that's ended the rivalry, so now they feel threatened. That's what's going on. Let's go back to the sector control and see what this is looking like now. There we go, so now they're back to 2+2. So we're getting 2 energy out of
System
it.
survey complete.
Alright, wonderful. Now we're getting... Okay, so we're getting a few minerals out of them. And once the unrest is over, once we've got the unrest under control with our armies, they'll be good. They ended their rivalry with the hierarchy of Talak. That's right there, okay. Oh, those guys. What? Pathetic. That's interesting. Defense pack with the Tendrakian Empire. What? They're like one singular. They're pathetic compared to everybody. They're like one planet. They must have been like primitives that just recently, though they're equivalent in technology, so they just have one planet. But they consider us a threat, and they consider us a threat. -81. Wow. They do not like us at all.
Construction complete.
Hostile. How do these guys feel about us? So they consider us a threat too. -46. Ah, come on, guys. Cordial used to be friendly. But I guess after that mutual rivals thing, we're one rival short, which means I get to rival these guys. And how do the Haran feel about them? The Haran rival the Juvans as well, so I will rival the Juvans. And yes, there we go. That'll give us some influence. And plus, they're officially our neighbors now, so we still get that 20% bonus to our neighboring rivals after that. Okay.
A new conflict has erupted.
Right. So this, so the cooperative of Juven has entered into a defense pact with the Tendrakian Empire. Interesting. Let's see, they are. Is it close to borders with those guys? Well, they're let's see.
System survey complete.
I wonder what kind of method of travel the Juvens use, because if they use hyperdrive, then they might not be able to
Debris
get to
analyzed.
us without going through the Juvens, without going to the Haran Star Empire. And if I can take out this system first and put like an FTL trap in here, I could pretty much cut off their empire, cut off their fleet from getting up this way. These guys are always at war. So I really can't talk right now, considering we just left war. So let's build some mining stations. The mining stations now cost us a little bit less. Station there. That's a little bit out of our space. I want to go to the drum system. That's 36 minerals. I know that's a bad news area, but still. We're gonna have to survey all of these planets. But that's just more fun for us. So we're going back home, and going home will do two things for us. One, it will reduce the amount of energy that we're using. Wow, look at this. Our naval capacity went up, which reminds me, I forgot one thing. Ooh, we're getting a new tech. We're getting let's see, progress to our plasma thrusters, progress to graviton sensors, physics. We got some new debris analyzed here. I've got to make sure that we've got the settings right on here for this CPU development. Let's go with build robots. Sure, why not? Colonize, respect talent resources. Yes. Military stations. Sure, why not? Wow, look at that. Alright, the store. Never mind. I thought that was how much they were producing.
Debris analyzed.
I got a little too excited about that. Alright, so this is how much they're producing. This is how much I'm getting. I'm getting 4 energy credits per month, which isn't so hot. But I'm also getting 23 minerals per month, which is fair. So. Let's see there. They declare rivalry on us. Let's end this charade. Let's end this charade. You know what? We're gonna end your face. We're gonna end your face. It's so immature, but I don't care. I'm gonna build spaceports because, of course. And that's gonna increase our naval capacity significantly. Can you imagine this? Armies. What? I didn't build defense armies on this? I'm kind of curious about this. Because I could have sworn I built a defense pack. Defense armies. Don't tell me that they cancelled. Okay, now it must just be that one planet I didn't put defense colonies on. Defense. Let me see about this one. Armies. Good. That was that one planet that I hadn't set for. So it's gonna change. We're gonna have a reduction
debris
in
analyzed.
Unrest on each of these planets. We're gonna plasma thrusters. Great. Yeah, ugly bird. And we're analyzing all the debris. flower. Great. We're going to build a spaceport. I built all these spaceports. Let's see, trade deal expired with the Haran Star Empire. So the last bit of trust and positivity that was between us is going to fade away, because I'm sure that they don't want to offer trade deal again. Come on, you know you want to. Yeah, hostile attitude. Fine.
Construction complete.
Wait a second. Battleships. Okay, well. We're gonna start building battleships pretty soon. That's gonna be the exciting part right there. That's gonna be the exciting part. Building battleships. So cool. So we have actually done a really good job here. This has been a great
system survey complete.
System survey complete. Great. Got an anomaly there, so we gotta grab that anomaly. I think I've successfully built the spaceport on most of these systems. I'm just gonna double check one more time. So that's the building right there. I think I have a website in every system under our control. And alright. Well, that's see, I think I've got all my spaceports. That one in Atlas, I think I got one built. Yep, so it's this is gonna bump up my naval capacity. Wow. It's gonna be up to possibly like 220 once I've upgraded all the spaceports with the like module 5 and 6.
Debris
ports.
analyzed.
Bliss is still upset.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
And did I build a you know what, on this planet I didn't build a okay, fine. I didn't build this data processing plant. That's another thing I didn't do. It'll reduce the unrest. It wasn't as hard on them as I kind of suspected I might be or intended to be, so. That's Atlas, but okay, I'm just gonna let that develop on its own. And let those planets fill up and produce the most as much as they can, and then once they've built everything, they're going to start working on the military stations in their system, and they're going to go from there. Start self-replicating, hopefully, self-management. That I can kind of get distracted and focus on other things. What's going on? Let's see. What's going on? How much time do I have left on this is 38 months. I was considering just getting a head start on the colony ship for this system, but I'm just gonna have to wait until it's fully matured. I'm sorry, I'm having difficulty here.
Debris analyzed.
Don't mind me. Gravity surface. Living. Well, this is going to be in this episode, like I said. We've got research going through, so we're going to be pushing through some of that with all the debris that we have from that last war. And we're just going to see what happens next. We're going to survey all these systems with our side ships who are surveying the deep unknown. All this stuff seems unknown, inaccessible. Not bad. Well, I am sorry, I've kind of was thinking for a moment there and I kind of phased out for a little bit, but this is going to be in this episode because I am not sure how much longer I can maintain my oops. Yeah, okay, so this is right here. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to jump right over here, build these mining stations, and get our mineral economy going. We're at 228 minerals a month, which I think is quite spectacular, to be fair. I don't even know how we got to that point, but it has something to do with the fact that we have secured that sector. Wow, just give me a quick second here. We're at plus 25 a month. That's excellent. That's spectacular. So that's something to think about. Let's see, militaristic. Wow. Following a long period of growing support for the drumbeat of Victory Party, the Democratic Recti Party have finally embraced the faction, adopting their core values and policies. As a result, they're outwardly militaristic. It's really funny how the xenophobes became xenophiles, and these now supposed to be one of the most democratic species that could have created are now militaristic, egalitarian, materialists. Funny stuff there. But you'll have a wonderful day. Next episode, we will figure out if we're going to go to war with these guys, or if we're going to stretch out beyond around them and try to do the nation war to come ahead of war with us. Sounds like it really. But I'm going to end this episode. You have a wonderful day, everyone, and God be with you.